Guys, welcome back to Little Seeds Garage. In the last video I showed you how to adjust the upper control arm while I was on the car. It's been bugging me. It's too hard to adjust. I just wasn't happy with it. Made it better, but in this I went ahead, took it off the car, took the whole piece here. Piece here up right now. I'm just cleaning everything up, cleaning the threads up, make it way easier to adjust while it is on the car. Even at 9.5 inches, it's still pinion weight angle is still way off, so we're gonna adjust it a little bit while it's off the car. I'm gonna clean it up, get all the threads cleaned up, make it move and adjust as easy as possible. Then we're gonna put it back on the car. We're going to set the pinion angle to where it needs to be, and hopefully that fixes our spring issue. Hopefully the spring's not rubbing the body no more. So that being said, stay tuned. If you'd like, hit the like and subscribe button and stick around and see if it works. We got the upper control arm all put back together. We're going to slide under here, slap this thing back up in there. It's just 3 bolts. I have learned though that you just want to start these 2 bolts, get it enough to where you can get that bolt up there. Get all 3 of them started, then go around and tighten them all up. You can look the specs of the torque up. I believe the big one's 200 foot-pounds. I believe these are 180 or 130. I'll have to relook that up again. The side nut and bolt here is 200 foot-pounds. My 105-pound butt has a really hard time doing that, but we did get her done. So I'm going to slide on my back. It's really hard for me to film this because of the tight space and just hard to get an angle of the camera. You guys actually seeing what I'm doing, but there's tons of videos out there of how to put one of these on. It's actually pretty simple, especially if you can drop the rear end. Got the jack under it a little bit just so that it's not just hanging on the drive shaft. Probably should have taken the drive shaft out, but and so yeah, we're gonna get this upper control arm up there. Try to get the pinion angle readjusted, and we'll go from there. See if it fixes the whole spring issue. So we got the upper control arm back on. We got everything tightened down, everything torqued down. Went ahead and rechecked everything else. The center of the the rear end. Readjusted the panhard bar. I checked the measurement of the lower control arms, made sure they's both same. This whole rear end should be squared up. The pinion angle is finally at about -1. -1, -2. It's right at about -1.5. So it's about perfect. As you can see, the springs are completely off the body now. That is amazing. That makes me feel so much better. Look how much of a gap we got there. We got a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch gap in there when it was smashed up against it. So yeah, something to check every now and then when you do car maintenance. Make sure your nuts haven't come loose. So we're gonna slap these wheels back on here, torque them down, get the car off the jack, and take her for a test drive. Car back down on the ground. Gonna get the back seat put back in here. You gotta take the back seat out so that you can get to that nut. It's the only reason. It's pretty simple. It's got 2 little clips down here, one on both sides. You just reach in your finger and you can feel them. Pop it right out, pops up, and you just snap it back in there. We're gonna get that back in there, get the wheels on it. And we're going to take this puppy for a test drive. I made some blocks to get this front end up because with it lowered, can't really get a jack underneath it. The Pittsburgh low profile jack from Harbor Freight is freaking awesome because of how fast it raises and lowers the car. The minimal pumps, minimal bit of movement on the handle just moves the actual thing, which makes it very, very helpful for a lowered car. I went ahead and I made some of these up. Just kind of a two-step to be able to pull it up on so you can get a jack underneath it. So once I get it up in here, get it off there, I'll have to set it on these and take the back down, then back it off of these. Having a lowered car can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but hey, she looks good. Sound too bad for just having Magnum Flow mufflers. I know it's inside a garage, just a little more of an echo, but the wheels look pretty good, pretty straight, pretty centered. This one still looks in. Hair a bit more. Oh, maybe it's just me. Yeah, about the same. Now, before we take it for an actual test drive, we're gonna check all the fluids in it. Just double check everything. It's been sitting for a week or so. There she is. Pretty clean. Let's keep her clean. So, yeah. So as soon as we get on the road, I'll tune back in. Alright guys, we got the rear end all squared back up. I'm going to take her for a test drive, see how she rides. I really doubt it stopped the whine. I'm sure the rear end probably needs to rebuild again after whining. But maybe we'll get lucky. Hopefully it quieted it down. And hopefully it don't sound like a spring is going to shoot through the rear end. That would be a huge plus. sorry to tell you, just from driving from my house to the gas station, that the car just, it's quieter. It is definitely quieter. We're gonna go for a little ride here, get out of town, where we can get on it a little bit, get up to speed. I live in a very small town that if you hit 35 miles an hour around here, you're probably speeding. It's still got a little bit of a whine. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But it is definitely smoother. So yeah, we definitely made improvements there. It's I'm happy. Now, I technically don't have a press. I have never rebuilt a rear end. I don't know if I want to. Probably end up taking it to a shop for that at some point, but as for now, it's definitely quieter. It's definitely better. So, yep. If you guys haven't done it yet, go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Share it with people if you want to. And we're gonna drive around a little bit. I'll see you back at the shop. I've been driving around for about an hour now, and I can say this car hasn't been this quiet since the day I bought it. There's hardly any whine. It rides so much smoother, it takes bumps so much smoother. Just readjusting that upper control arm, I cannot believe how much it changed. So, that being said, that's going to end this video, and I appreciate it, everybody. So if you like this stuff and you want to see more of me, please like, subscribe, share it with everybody. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys keep watching. See you guys later.